All right.
All right, come on.
Hey, we live. All right. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Brakathon to all my brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shamar. Alathon Bashem Yahshua to all my sisters. All right. This is the I.S.U.P.K Minneapolis. As you see, Officer Kunaya Allah is not present. I'm filling in for him today. All right. He'll be here next Saturday. Okay. So I'm gonna start off with questions first, and then we're gonna get into the topic. All right. Who has questions?
Question: What?
Oh, you gotta raise your hand.
I'm sorry about that.
Go ahead.
Where are you guys? You guys have a location or a headquarters?
The headquarters would be 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, which is in New York. All right. So that's the headquarters. That's where the school actually started. And then we spread it out over the years from 1969 all the way up until now, and it's continue to grow. All right.
Right. And one more question. It's just the starting in 1969. It's been headed by the same guy, Gen.YAHANNA.
It started off with the brother Upper Bibbins.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? But he got killed, and then the other brothers, took it over. Okay. See what I'm saying? Took it over and continued the legacy that he was trying to start. He got killed by so-called black Muslims. All right? When he was teaching on the street, because he was speaking against the evil that the white man has got us into today, all the religion and things of that sort. So, a lot of people didn't like what was being said, so they end up killing him.
Sorry to hear that.
Thing is, how you know that this is the I.S.U.P.K is the truth is because we died for this.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Just like any prophet has died in the scriptures for this. What happened after Christ got killed? Does anybody know what happened after Christ got killed?
Resurrected?
One second. Go ahead.
The disciples got killed?
The disciples got killed. See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Not just anybody, but the disciples got killed after Christ did. Because why? Go ahead.
Because they follow Christ.
Because they followed Christ, and Christ followed the Most High. Go ahead.
They was teaching what Christ taught.
They was teaching what Christ taught. You see what I'm saying? All right. Any more questions besides that? All right. I'm sure you're gonna have questions throughout the time period that we got, which is an hour. All right. Any more questions? Don't be shy. Don't point people out either. You got any questions, sis? Maybe later. All right. Yakudash.
Oh, sir.
Bariah.
1 second. I'll have to.
Okay. No sweat. All right. Take your time. Bakar down. You got any questions? Huh? All right. Well, just let me know if y'all got questions throughout the whole video. All right. So with that, start off with the I.S.U.P.K security announcements. All right. Make sure you read loud and clear for the people to hear.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements.
Make sure you come a little closer.
We are the I.S.U.P.K, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother or sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months.
So when a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. All right? Keep going.
They are to be saluted only.
They are to be saluted only. So no side conversations, no, hey, sis, I like what you was talking about. Can I get your number? Blah, blah, blah. It's none of that. All right? And there's a reason why that we have a system set up like that. Okay?
They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it.
So if you're having troubles coming into class, trying to get here on time, and really trying to get here, really trying to do everything in your power to come to class, but Satan is trying to stop you at any cost, at any time. You call Officer Kunaya Allah, who's the head of transportation, until given to someone else, all right, as an office. He is the one that would direct you to a brother on how to get here, or who's going to come pick you up. Something's going to be arranged to where you get here on time, all right, for class, or anything else as well. Keep going.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister.
Now, a lot of people will be prideful and not even, take heed to what the brother just said. Why the hell do I have to go to somebody if I want to, give me a little leg or arm from a woman or a man? Like, why do I got to go to somebody else when I can just conquer that man or woman myself? It's a rule that we have set up. All right. We need to know that that brother is right for that sister, or that sister is right for that brother. Otherwise, your life will be destroyed. And when I say destroyed, when you don't take the counsel from the men, as far as who you marry, you're in trouble. Your life is in trouble. Go ahead.
And ain't no getting no woman and tossing her away.
Thank you. And give them a hand for that, because I forgot about that. You see what I'm saying? There's no tossing anybody to the side, all right? That's something that we do not do. We don't go out here and be like, oh, I'm going to just start over, man. I ain't finna mess with Shorty no more. I ain't finna mess with that man anymore. I'm finna go ahead and give me somebody else and not even call or text this person anymore. See what I'm saying? That's being a sin. All right? So we have a rule. Read the rule one more time.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak.
So if for all you brothers out there, if you see a sister that you really, really like, and you're thinking about, maybe, sparking something, a conversation, sparking, some type of relationship, you make sure that you talk to the head of that state to get it approved, all right? And see what happens from there. Same thing with a sister. If there's any man that you're thinking about maybe considering marrying, you make sure that you talk to the head of your state, or try to get the man that's over your state to talk to the other man in that state. All right. If it's outside of your school. All right. Keep going.
There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other.
There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court with each other, meaning talk with each other. Keep going.
After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry.
So this is a 1 year, 12 months. That's the process. A lot of people hate to wait that long, but it's really worth it. That time period is used to see how are you going to do? How is your spirit going to hold up waiting this long? You see what I'm saying? You got all these thoughts in your head about, doing this and doing that to this man or woman. Are you gonna listen to the demon or listen to the order and stay strong and make it worth the wait so you can get this woman or get this man? See what I'm saying? That's why people should really, evaluate people before they decide to marry them. Because you never know. You might be sleeping to a murderer. You see what I'm saying? She was all sweet just yesterday, but now she's ready to kill you. You talking to that man right there? He was talking all nice and sweet words, but now he just wants you as a slave. You see what I'm saying? He wants to make a whore out of you, when all you want to be is just a daughter of Zion, a daughter of the Most High. Keep going.
Tithes, which is a commandment.
Mm-hmm.
Numbers 18-21 in Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 through 10.
Mm-hmm.
Means tenth in Hebrew, ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to Treasury Department or teacher.
So if you, the thing that we do in the I.S.U.P.K is that we pay tithes, because that's the law. All right. You see what I'm saying? You got a lot of people who will say, well, Christians do the same thing. They steal your money. In the I.S.U.P.K, your money will be within your bills, within, the clothes that's on your back, the shelter. You see what I'm saying? The food that's in your house for you and your children through a power outage. All right. Those tithes are very important because it feeds the nation. That's the importance of tithes. All right, keep going.
Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Of holy convocations is Hanukkah, December 12th through the 25th.
Come. That's right. Hanukkah is one of our high holy days, a high holy convocation that represents the Most High and Israel as well. And we will get into the history of that, most likely next week on Tuesday or Wednesday night. All right. So make sure to stay in tune for that. Keep going.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirts, pants, and headscarf.
So if you want to be a trooper, you see that brother right there? For example, if you want to be somebody that wants to be affiliated or, rooted into the school, you have to put on all black to show that you want to be into the school. You can't just come up in here and start jumping from rank to rank to rank. That's not how it works. See what I'm saying? We have an order set up. So if you want to be a trooper, you come in all black. You do your 90 days, and then once you hit that officership test and you pass, you become an officer. All right? If you choose to wear black still, that's cool. You can wear any color that you want, as long as it's masculine colors, all right? See what I'm saying? Is that it on that? All right, so no questions so far, right? If so, raise your hand anytime. Go ahead.
Question. Now, do you guys take donations from people that are
not
part of your group?
Come all the time. It's called a donation. There you go. Donation. Right. Or a priest fund as well. That's not mandatory as well, what the brother just said. So like for example, there's many people outside of the UPK who has gave donations to brothers who are in certain states. They see that they really been putting in a lot of work. And but they need a little help with something financially. They'll give them the money. You see what I'm saying, for that, or otherwise donation just for the school because they like what they're hearing. Like every time we go to camp, a lot of brothers they never come to class, or sisters never come to class, but they always throw money, or not throw money, but put it in a donation bucket. Because they support what we're saying, what we're bringing out. You see what I'm saying? And all that money is used for the nation. You see what I'm saying? All right. So yeah, any more questions so far?
That's one question.
All right, that's what. Go ahead.
Zechariah 12:3.
You said what?
Zechariah 12:3.
Get Zechariah 12:3. All right. What's your initial question on that?
I wanted to know how to break down the part where it says burning some stone better.
Okay. All right. So Zechariah 12:3?
Yeah.
All right.
I believe.
Yeah, y'all can feel free to always ask any questions at any given time. Just raise your hand, to show the respect and not, interrupting anybody when they're speaking. All right. You got it?
Okay.
Go ahead and read it.
Zechariah chapter 12, verse 3. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people.
Mm-hmm.
All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces. Though all the people of the earth be gathered together against it.
So the question is, what is the burdensome?
Yeah, like how can I break that down more efficient?
Okay. You said with the what?
Uh-huh.
You said break it down with what?
More like better.
Definition. Okay, go ahead. Read from the top.
Khan. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people.
For that day will the Lord make what?
Jerusalem.
Uh-huh.
A burden stone for all people.
A burden stone for all people. Keep going.
All the burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces.
All those that do what?
That burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces.
What does that mean? Very simple. What does that mean? Go ahead.
Like destroy.
Those that burden themselves with this place. What does that mean? When you say burden themselves with this place? Anybody have an idea? Go ahead, Al.
Like that's like saying, like you burden yourself with the problems of this world. Like an example is you're too busy trying to get to the club, or you're trying to work on slavery, and you burden yourself with this world, basically.
So pretty much when you join yourself to this thing.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Khan. Though all people of the earth be gathered together against it.
Mm-hmm. That it? Read that one more time.
Verse 3. And in that day will I make Jerusalem a burdensome stone for all people.
Mm-hmm.
All that burden themselves with it shall be cut in pieces.
So the burden stone is this. The burden stone is this place that I will use to cut off these people. These people that fill themselves with this thing, with this, whether it be an object, anything, no matter what it is, I will cut these people off because they have joined themselves together with this thing that is what? Vanity. That doesn't make sense. Burdensome. I mean, just take off the sum, it's the same thing. Burdensome, just a burden. Something that you join yourself with. I mean, that's really, there's nothing more to it than that. Was you looking for something else? All right, no sweat. That's a good question, man. That's a good scripture.
How to elaborate more on that too. Burn some stone for all people who try to join themselves to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I would know how to.
I mean, give examples. That's it. That's really all you got to do when it comes to elaborating to something. Just give an example of the scripture what it's talking about, so that way people will understand and relate more. See what I'm saying? And it doesn't hurt to always pull up definitions of words that you really don't understand like that. See what I'm saying? Because that gives more information and background knowledge to the scripture and what it's talking about. Because once you're bringing out these facts, no one can deny it because it's right there. See what I'm saying? It's right there in their face. And also to understand the scripture too is to read verses above it or underneath it, after it. All right? Keep going. Go ahead.
I do got a question.
Yeah.
You was finished with I don't want to finish.
No, that's fine. Go ahead.
Malachi and 10, dragons of the field. Like, what are they talking about? Dragons of the field. It's called scripture.
Okay, you got to go to it. In order for me to answer your question, you have to find it and go to it. It doesn't help to just paraphrase the scripture. You got to get the actual scripture on it.
Malachi what?
You said Malachi what? No, let him find it.
Oh,
all right. Just ask that question in the next few minutes, okay? Any more questions? Come on, don't be bashful or shy. Come on. Any questions? All right, go ahead. Cool. Go ahead.
Is Christmas in the Bible?
Damn right, Christmas is in the Bible.
Can you break that down for me?
You mean show you scripture? Jeremiah 10 and 1 through 5. Go ahead.
Is that the one with the tree?
There you're right. Come on. Give me 1 second. Salaki. Shalom, Christ. I got my brother send that right over to you. I'm teaching class right now. I'm on the bar, no sweat. All right, Shalom, Christ. All right. 1 second. Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it right now. All right. Go ahead and get that out. Jeremiah 10 and 2.
10 and 2?
Yeah. No, start at 10 and 1.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way to what?
Of the heathen.
Okay. Why? Why should we not learn the ways of the heathens? There's a reason why the Most High is taking us away from the heathens. Go ahead.
Because if we are keeping the customs of the heathens and doing what they're doing, we forget and leave behind our customs.
There you go. And that's very important. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people look at these heathens and think, well, they really got it going on. They got something very special. You see what I'm saying? Their culture is filled with so many amazing things. You see what I'm saying? You see a lot of people in black homes who are affiliated with like Buddha and Chinese tattoos and printing and writing, and not really understanding that they are affiliating themselves with heathens, people who are wicked, filled with wickedness. A lot of stuff that they do represents something negative. something that requires you to serve another God. Now, what am I talking about? When I say requires you to serve another God, what is that called? In this context that I'm talking about. When you are serving another God, most likely you are in what? It's like if you're serving another nation's God, what does that represent? Go ahead.
You are worshiping false idols.
Worshiping false idols.
And you keeping the customs.
Keeping the customs. And the customs is, they make a religion out of it. See what I'm saying? Like that's why interracial marriage is a sin. And it's a very, very disgusting thing. Because what happens is, when a Hebrew joins himself to a heathen, 9 times out of 10, you are going to be stripped away from the Most High. See what I'm saying? Like for example, all the black men in the entertainment world who join themselves to white women, they always end up in some type of off-brand religion. Janet Jackson, you see what I'm saying? Now she's a Muslim out of nowhere. Y'all remember that? And she still is. She's a Muslim because she got a white man? I believe it is a white man. Now he's Muslim, so she's Muslim. See what I'm saying? Y'all remember Tay Diggs off of the Best Man Holiday, right? Now, with him being with that white woman, you see what I'm saying? He's trying to say that his child is not black. See what I'm saying? Don't try to make my son, acknowledge the fact that he is black. He's light-skinned. He's white. See what I'm saying? And that's horrible because he wasn't saying all that before. But now that he's joined with a heathen, it has changed his spirit. And that's a spiritual thing that people really don't look at. Go ahead.
That's another example of self-hatred and hatred.
There you go. You damn right, that's self-hatred. You see what I'm saying? For you to say something like that shows how much you hate yourself and your nation. But a lot of people don't look at it like that because they are deceived. They are confused. And you know what the Most High said? The Most High said that he is not the author of confusion. You see what I'm saying? So that's on them because they did not abide by the rule, which was to not have sex outside of your nation. All right? Read that one more time from the top out.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the what?
Of the heathen.
Learn not the ways of the heathen. You see what I'm saying? This special thing that you think is very good for you, is going to help you, is not. And the Most High is trying to save you. But if you're not trying to save yourself, you're going to end up in a whole lot of mess and trouble. Go ahead.
The heathens meaning white people,
there you go.
Arabs, Africans, Asians, East Indians.
There you go.
Those are heathens.
Those are heathens, especially the white men, because the Most High said that, my people have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. Like black people are very zealous when it comes to, spirituality in some way, somehow. They want to, get themselves into something that has something to do with God or something that has to do with, knowledge. See what I'm saying? But what happens is when you're not careful, you slip inside of, vain things, false philosophies and doctrines that destroy you. See what I'm saying? I can never understand why a black man would want to be a Christian. See what I'm saying? Knowing all the bad history that comes from Christianity, from slavery. But then they try to change the meaning and be like, yeah, we are the new black Christians. We don't live like that anymore. See what I'm saying? You can't change the history of white people's religion and custom because that's their customs. That pertains to heathens. See what I'm saying? Like another thing too, even when I see, like Islam has never helped us in any way, fashion, or form. I mean, there's a lot of great examples of people who have who have became Muslims and still have been hated and still have been persecuted and killed. But you know, that can happen to anybody, right? Same thing happened to us being killed and persecuted, right? But why are we still asleep today? That's the question. Why are we still asleep today? If Islam is the truth, if Christianity is the truth, why are we still all divided? There's only one truth. There's not many. You see what I'm saying? The Most High established the truth back in 1969. And we were supposed to live by that rule and structure. Before there was sin in the earth, we were living that life of one truth, one order, not thinking of many different philosophies and doctrines. You see what I'm saying? That's not how we lived back then. But because of the first one who sinned, Eve, you see what I'm saying? When she created, when she had earth being brought to the earth, it changed everything. What the brother just read a while ago when he taught his class about the tree, right? You see what I'm saying? With the philosophies and doctrines. That was the good and evil.
Right.
And the Most High commanded them not to touch that tree. Go ahead.
Like when it says they covered themselves with leaves.
Oh yeah, bring that out.
From the trees. It's talking about the doctrines and philosophies and the cultures of all of these other people.
Come.
Like Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of that.
Right.
Those kind of customs, all these pagan holidays.
Right.
She brought that and covered herself with that.
Right. You damn right. You damn right. So all religion is false. You see what I'm saying? Now read that one more time, man.
Kanamakan. Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 2. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathens.
Thus saith who?
The Lord. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. Now, what does it mean to be dismayed? What's another good word for the word dismayed? Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Go ahead.
Don't like deceived.
Yeah, don't be deceived. Don't be astonished at what you see in the sky. All right.
You just said what I was gonna say.
Come on, no sweat, no sweat. You see what I'm saying? But you know, don't be astonished about what you see, you know, in this earth, as far as like what's in the sky and stuff like that. Don't let that move you. You see what I'm saying? The Most High can do things way better than that. His power is you know, amazing. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. And be not dismayed at the signs of the heaven, for the heathens are dismayed at them.
Come.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
For the customs of who?
Of the people are vain.
Let's start right there real quick. Hey, I'm gonna send you this information. I need you to send Officer Lamont the sign information you got in, you know?
The sign?
Yeah, information. The measurements and all that, the sign information.
I think I still got it in my email.
Okay, check your phone too. I'm gonna send both of y'all his email, all right? And y'all text my phone, let me know when the order's done, okay? All right, read that one more time.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain.
For the customs of what?
Of the people are vain.
For the customs of the people are vain. I just said that. How do we know that their customs and culture shows or promotes vanity? What's the example of that we see today in the earth? Every single day, what do we see that these heathens do that shows like it's just vanity, it's unnecessary, it doesn't make sense, it's wickedness? Go ahead. Homosexuality. How has homosexuality benefited anybody in earth? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, I thought the Bible said be fruitful and multiply. Not have sex with the same race, same gender and die. The hell? Go ahead.
I'm gonna say the stone and the kebab, whatever.
So religion, pretty much.
Yeah.
There's nothing I said, like I said before, religion has never helped a nigga at all. See what I'm saying? In America, because they're still treating us the same. You will never be accepted by other nations. And you know, I know a brother. I have a blood brother, right? And you know, even him himself, with the lack of knowledge that he has, even him himself told me as a Muslim, man, no, they don't accept you, man. They still look at you the same, and they even laugh at you in your face. See what I'm saying? They don't even show you any type of love or compassion because they look at you as fools. See what I'm saying? And they won't even let you marry their daughters. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, you know, and that was a lot of truth that he said. You see what I'm saying? It was a lot of truth that he said in that. Go ahead.
Now, prior, and this is documented in history, prior to Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, coming, actually, Muslims was in Africa. It predated Muhammad. You go to the Sudan, inside the pyramids, and you see the guy like this salading. That's fact. It's like it didn't really. They actually call the people who follow Muhammad Mohammedans, and those Muslims were actually Sufi Muslims. Like the black Muslims you see here, they're nation or they Salafis, Wahhabis. Right? I'm not a Salafi Wahhabi. I'm Sufi. It's a difference. Right? It kind of how it got twisted. Kind of how like religion, like with Christianity. That came out of Africa. Same thing happened with Muslims. They kind of got twisted around. But even the Sufis accept the Quran. That's where Muhammad, peace and come upon him, because he brought the Quran. Right. But prior to that, being a Muslim was actually in Africa, yes.
Well, the thing is, I mean, if that is such a true fact, just understand that we are not Africans.
Okay.
Niggas in America is not Africans.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? We lived amongst the Africans. We lived there, yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We had some type of residence. We had some type of our history lingers in Africa. Yeah, that's very true because we hid amongst them when we were running from the Roman Empire. Then the Africans are the ones that sold us to the Roman Empire, to the white man. See what I'm saying? That's all through Deuteronomy.
Okay.
The 27th and 28th chapter. Okay. And everybody should know that. Even the Africans will tell you that. You see what I'm saying? Yes. Even like if you find a Nigerian and or Ethiopian in Minnesota and you ask them like, are we the same people? They'll tell you as hell no. See what I'm saying? My people enslaved you. I myself witnessed an African saying, yeah, my people enslaved you. And I said, I said, look at that right there. He's telling the truth because he knows his history.
Right.
Don't ask the damn Somalian nothing because they're all dumb anyway. They don't know nothing, all right? They think that they're American, but ask a real true African or even a Liberian, all right? They would tell you that we are not the same people. We don't come from the same bloodline. See what I'm saying? We were just slaves there. We hid amongst them for a time. Go ahead.
And then like all the Arab stuff, like that's not our culture neither. Like we're not Arab neither.
Right, you know, so-called Ishmaelites in the Bible.
Yeah, right. I mean, they don't got nothing to do with us. A different God and all that. So
and remind you, before the white man even came and got us, the Arabs killed a lot of us too. It was what? It was like 100 some million of us. A lot of people don't know that too. A lot of people don't teach that in schools. See what I'm saying? That's real history. Every nation that you see on this earth have all took part of our enslavement. All of them. So-called Japanese, the Chinese, they all took us into captivity. The East Indians, of them teaching us to rock dreads, to smoke weed, to serve the god of what's her name? Shiva, whatever the broad's name is. All right, the damn heathen. You know, they taught us to also what's that thing that they do? The Thuggee tribe. The Thuggee tribe were a group of people that will, go into towns and rape and molest the women and kill the men and children and rob them of their riches, things that they had. Right. See what I'm saying? And they would kidnap people as well and hold them hostage. And they would do that for years and years. And they would have their hair matted for 7 years and then wash it later. It was a way to serve their God. They will not bathe. They would leave their hair untouched. You see what I'm saying? The hygiene untouched for 7 years as a symbol to worship their God. And that's horrible. And you want to be East Indian. You wanna smoke weed because you feel like you're closer to God. See what I'm saying? We really have to evaluate what the hell we do as a people. You have to look at every little thing. It can be annoying and irritating, but just understand that it's that serious. See, the Most High is not some simple ass God. Like the way he has things set up is beyond our understanding, but he's right in everything that he says and do. See what I'm saying? That's why he said in what, Jeremiah, read that one more time.
Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 3.
Mm-hmm.
For the custom of the people are vain.
For the custom of people are vain. He didn't want us having, any partnership to this vanity that these other heathens had. See what I'm saying?
Right.
Keep going.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
For one cutteth the tree out of the forest. Now this is going into Christmas, all right? Okay, keep going.
The work of the hands of the workmen with an axe.
So that's talking about a workman, a one who's cutting off, the tree. See what I'm saying? Making logs, all right? Sticks or something. Keep going.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and gold.
Does that sound like Christmas to you? If not, keep going.
They fasten it with nails and with a hammer that it move not.
It's getting more into Christmas. I can feel the Christmas spirit out of the scripture. Keep going.
They are upright as the palm tree.
They are what?
They are upright as the palm tree.
And that's how a tree is set up in your house. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is a custom that followed from back then all the way into now, because this history is of white people, so-called Caucasians or European people that came from the caves. All right? That's their homes. The so-called, what they call them people?
Caucasian.
I mean, a Caucasian, but caveman. There you go. That's what I look for, caveman. All right? I was going to say something totally different. Keep going.
They fasten it with nail and hammer that it move not.
They fasten it with hammers, with nails and a hammer, so it doesn't move. Now, why would they want to? A tree can sit up by itself, right? Why the hell should it need? Why should a tree need nails and a hammer? A hammer to fasten the nails. Keep going. We're gonna give you a little history of Christmas real fast. Jump into the topic. Go ahead.
They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not.
Speak not. Now, why the hell would a tree speak? Why is that important? Keep going.
They must need be born because they cannot go, but not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, nor also is it in them to do good. Stop
right there. The reason why this is very important that Jeremiah is speaking of this is because of this. He's saying this is because, the history of Nimrod. Also, Christmas is not just a white man's custom. It other nations have took on this custom as well. So going back to Nimrod, you know who Nimrod is? Yeah. Nimrod, the African, the African who, this so-called holiday Christmas is based on. His mother was his wife and his mother. They slept together. Disgusting. What was that called? Incest? You see what I'm saying? Things your trailer park, white trash, white people do. Sleeping with their mother's cousins. See, not the mother's cousins, father cousins. You sleeping with the whole family, the sisters, and everything. Disgusting. Even sleeping with the mothers and so-called stepmothers. All right, from the same bloodline, though. Disgusting. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's what Jeremiah is speaking about. The holiday of Nimrod, where you bring the presents to, underneath the tree, and the spirit of Nimrod will not come attack you, because if you don't bring anything to this tree, you will be killed by Nimrod. And so what happened was, once Nimrod died, right, his mother, Sirius or something like that, the Sirius or whatever like that, it's the same thing like I.S.U.P.K. That's where the name comes from. That's history I found out too, which is very ironic. So the mother or whatever the hell her name is, all right, she told the people of the city, like, look, Nimrod is dead. If you want to honor my son / my husband, if you want to honor this man, bring presents, bring gifts to this tree, to this evergreen tree, this big, long, giant tree in the city. And if you do not, you will be killed. The spirit of this tree will kill you, which is my son. But really, she was the one that was killing them. Go ahead.
No. You said what I was gonna say.
You see what I'm saying? So that was a religion, a custom of Nimrod. That's why Jeremiah told the children of Israel, look, don't be afraid of this. This is vanity. This is not real. This is not true. You see what I'm saying? But do not decorate this tree.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Do not put any what's those things? What's them ball ornaments? You see what I'm saying? Don't put that on there. Don't put the little black angel at the top of the tree. You see what I'm saying? Don't put the little white Jesus on top of the tree. Don't do that. Don't take after the customs of these people who are vain. See what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Right.
See what I'm saying? You know, Hanukkah is what we should be doing. All right. All these high holy days and holy convocations that we have, which are like 8 of them in the Bible, all represents the Most High, and they have a purpose, and it's not vanity. See what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand that, you know, Halloween is not something that is of the Most High. Christmas, Thanksgiving, that has nothing to do with God. That's something that these other nations came up with. Go ahead.
Particularly Thanksgiving. Yeah, if you know the history of Thanksgiving, what they did.
You're damn right, you know the history. You know all the history of Thanksgiving. You see what I'm saying? Like that's Black people should really ask themselves this question. Although you think you're not so-called Native American, when we are all the same people. Black, Hispanic, Native American people, we are all niggas, period. You see what I'm saying? We are different tribes, but we are the same. Different tribes, but we are called under one name, which is the nation of Israel. Go ahead.
Another question. Now, I seen a video of, I'm pretty sure it was you guys. You guys, it makes sense. I believe it makes sense that you guys say that you come from Egypt or Israel, that part of Africa, and you guys got caught up in the transatlantic slave trade. Is that correct?
Okay, part of that is correct. The transatlantic slave trade we did get caught into. That is definitely correct. Now the thing is, understand that, you know, over time these places were called different names. That's what people don't understand. That okay, what was Israel first called? You just taught on it.
The land of Canaan?
Nope.
Are you talking about the Garden of Eden?
Garden of Eden. What's next? What's another name was called after that?
Canaan.
Okay, what's next?
Mizraim.
Mizraim. Now what?
Now Egypt.
Okay. And
Africa.
Africa.
Okay.
It's about the country Egypt.
No, I'm talking about Israel.
Oh, Israel. It's the
So Garden of Eden.
Canaan.
Mizraim.
Mizraim. Now it's called Israeli.
Right, So just understand that these places, this you know, it was called a lot of different things. The thing is, we lived amongst the heathens. You see what I'm saying? Amongst the Africans in South Africa. All right.
West Africa.
West. You said where?
West Africa.
I mean, so like in West Africa. I keep thinking South Africa. So like I'm thinking of that story of the heathens recently. My bad. West Africa, not South Africa. All right.
Right.
You have something else?
No, I was just gonna say because that makes sense. When you guys say that you guys are Hebrew, y'all the Israelites, you know, because the people who are in the country Israel now, we know they're not. We know they're not that for sure. Right.
Because we lost that land.
Right.
So now they stay there.
But there's like what you guys say though. It's actual factual stuff that because they had the slave routes actually came from that part of Africa all the way to the coast of West Africa. Yes. So yeah, that's very much, it makes sense when you guys say, yeah, we're Hebrew and we're Israelites because they came from that region where the Hebrew Israelites were at. Yes, that's very true.
Right. So yeah, also understand that Africans and the Africans were on the earth longer than we were. You see what I'm saying? So when we came about, we used to live amongst the heathens until the Most High separated us and divided us into different places. And that happens all throughout the Bible. When we read the first 5 books of Moses, which is like, Genesis, Exodus, Numbers, Leviticus, and things of that sort.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
When you read those books, you see that. You see that we had different time periods where we lived with the heathens and separate away from the heathens. You know what I'm saying? Even when we lived amongst the heathens, we had our own little, town, our own little, place where we reside away from the heathens. See what I'm saying? Like, for example, with the whole like Black Wall Street.
Right.
Black Wall Street, still, white people are around, but we have our own little section where it's just us, just niggas, white people over there, we're over here. See what I'm saying? So, yeah. Any more questions, though? I would really like to get into the topic. And what time is it? Okay, it's 2:41. All right. Was your question answered? Sure. All right, go ahead.
Could you explain that question that I asked you earlier?
Which was what? I forget.
About, Jacob being the father of the 12 tribes. Like if he was.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay, no sweat. All right. So question was asked about Jacob, right? So how are, if Blacks, Hispanic, and Native American people came from this one man, which his name is Jacob, which got changed to Israel, how are we all Black, Hispanic, Native American people? Like, how are we, divided into these different tribes, but all one nation? Understand that the Most High, spiritually and physically, he made Jacob, to be the progenitor, the father of all these races. I mean, all of these, tribes, which are, come from him. So his name was changed to Israel. See what I'm saying? He is the one that is, he is us. Like, okay, a Hispanic, that's Jacob. See, a Black person, that's Jacob. Like, that is our seed. So all his sons represents different tribes. And so with them different tribes, like, look, Jacob is the seed, right? And with the seed, you have what? That comes from the seed. Huh?
No.
So like what you say?
I said Jacob is the seed, right? So what happens when you plant a seed into the dirt? It grows. So when it grows, it also has other connections to it, to the seed. You see what I'm saying? And that was his children.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Judah, Benjamin, Levi, those are the so-called Negroes, like the Blacks. They represent the Blacks. See what I'm saying? Let's name a few of the Hispanics.
Okay.
Naphtali, go ahead.
Isupk.
Hispanic. Now give me some of the different Indians.
Got
Seminole, okay.
North America.
Huh?
North America or Native American.
So those represents the natives. You see what I'm saying? So his children had children, and they all spread out to become, Black, Hispanic, Guatemalan, Ecuadorians, and all these different people, Jamaicans, still Black people. See what I'm saying? What else am I missing? Puerto Ricans and stuff like that. These are all still Black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, Cherokee. What's the other tribes that be coming from Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota?
Blackfoot, Blackfoot, Malax.
Yeah. See what I'm saying? Like all those come from Jacob because he's the progenitor. Same thing with the white man. The white man who is Esau. See what I'm saying? And his nation is Edomites. See what I'm saying? So he's the original white man. That's true, right?
Right.
We can agree that he's the original white man, but he has offspring. See what I'm saying? In the Bible, OT man. See what I'm saying? That was one of his offsprings. Today, what is other white people? A lot of people be like, oh, he's such and such, and he's such and such. Still, he's white. Still, she's white.
Like Russians.
There you go. Spain. Russians is a great example. Who else is white?
Czars.
Huh?
Czars.
There you go.
Spain.
Who else?
Spain.
Italian.
Okay. Who else?
Scandinavian?
Yeah.
Good answer. That's it. There you go. That's it. See what I'm saying? That's how it works. It's not only just a spiritual thing, but it's a physical thing as well. Like, for example, when people think about Isaac and Ishmael, the thing is, Ishmael became his own nation. And how the Most High literally did this, and it's spiritual too. When Ishmael left Abraham, see what I'm saying? He became his own nation because he left the teachings of Abraham. So Ishmael became an own nation and became a so-called Arab, and Most High separated both of Isaac and them. So some Ishmaelites that are in Minnesota or other places that really don't know their history, they think that we are the same people, that we are brothers. When the Most High separated us, just like He did Jacob and Esau. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So, we are not family. We are set apart. All right? I just wanted to throw that in there. That was a little sidebar. But that answers your question, right? God, any more questions? No? All right. I get into the topic now. Go ahead. No sweat. Don't worry about it. I don't care.
The one that we were talking about before about Rebecca having the two nations in her.
Yep.
In their stomach.
Genesis 25, 23 through 25.
Yeah.
Come.
Can you explain
What that
why
is?
there were two nations in their stomach, of black and white?
Okay. Now, a lot of people might find that a lot, real hard and confusing, because Jacob and Esau. Okay, the creation of Jacob and Esau is still going on until this day. Do y'all know the famous twin sisters? One is black and one looks white. Y'all never seen that interview? Never? It's all over YouTube. It came out a couple of years ago. That's the same thing. That's the same thing with Jacob and Esau. So there were literally two different nations because the Most High did that. See what I'm saying? Who came out of this woman? One was black and the other was white. All right. Actually, go ahead and get that. Genesis 25 to 23. I'll break it down for you so you can understand. Everybody can understand. You see, a lot of people might think that Esau is considered to be a nigga then. See what I'm saying? But the Most High made him a white boy. And he did that with a purpose. See, nobody else can do this. The white man can manipulate that. See what I'm saying? Inside of a woman. That's the Most High's word. You see what I'm saying? He's the author of that. All right? See, like for example, like the Most High can, you see, say there's two water bottles up here. That second water bottle is really juice. He did that. He called it juice. You look at it like it's water, but that's juice. The second one's juice, but this one's water.
Right.
All right?
Wait,
what?
What?
You don't get it? Yeah, okay, okay, you know how to seed it, right? Jacob, no, not Jacob, it's like Isaac. All right, Isaac is the father of Jacob and Esau, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you say, hey, we come from the seed of our fathers. A lot of people argue that. Yeah, we do. See what I'm saying? You don't come from the seed of your mother. That's very true and evident. That's very true. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, the Most High separated that to where Esau is the progenitor, the father of the white race. So he's a white boy, not a black man. See what I'm saying? But Jacob is. Make sense? Okay, go ahead and get it.
Genesis chapter 25, verse 23.
I ain't confusing y'all, am I?
No.
Okay, just making sure, because everybody's face looked like it, got confusion across.
No, he's
right.
saying, like he said, one bottle got juice in it, one bottle got water.
I was trying to use the example the best way I can. All right, go ahead.
And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb.
Two nations what?
Two nations are in thy womb.
So two manner of different people are inside this woman's womb. All right? On the left side, You know, on the left side is Jacob. The right side, there's, you know, Esau. Keep going.
And two manners of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
There you go. The Most High separated them already in the womb. He didn't do it when they came out. He did it when they were in the womb. See what I'm saying? So Jacob is already, you know, he represents all the black people, all the Hispanic people, all the Native American people. Now Esau, he represents the white people who are, you know, the disgusting people who rule over us today. Keep going.
Con. And when her days to deliver were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment.
And who was that?
And they called his name.
Don't say it. Who was that?
Red garment?
Yeah.
That's Esau.
Esau. All right. Go ahead. I just want to see.
And they called his name Esau.
His name is Esau. Damn right. Keep going.
And after that came his brother out, and his hand took hold of Esau's heel.
His hand took hold of Esau's heel.
And his name was called Jacob.
And his name was called Jacob.
And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them.
So I believe that, yeah, that's 30 years old, right? Am I saying that right? Come, 80 years? Yeah, that's 30 years old, right? Come. All right. So, you know, Isaac was 30 years old when he had these boys, all right? Jacob and Esau. As you see, although they came from the same womb, they were separated spiritually and physically, all right, by the Most High. He did that. Same thing he did with Isaac and Ishmael. He separated them to be two different nations, not the same. So that's why we are not the same people. See what I'm saying? But we would be closer to the white man as a family member than anybody else because we came out the same womb. That's true, but the Most High separated us, so we're not brothers. We're definitely enemies. All right. Any more questions?
Why did the Most High, in your opinion, separate us?
That I can't answer.
Okay.
The Most High, I mean, he did it because he wanted to do it. He had a purpose behind it. See what I'm saying? That is a good question.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
You know, I think the scripture says something like, "Our thoughts are not his thoughts." Like we can't try to fathom why he do what he do.
Well, I can say this though. I know the Most High definitely did make a purpose of this. Nations are, when it comes to nations. So yeah, I can't answer that. My bad. When it comes to nations, the Most High, either somebody's at the top or one is at the bottom. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Also, I believe in that same book, it says something about that too.
So again,
go ahead.
Then you read the part where it says there are two manner of people.
Right.
And like they're totally different. One can dance, one can't dance.
Right.
One got style and flavor, the other one plain.
Kind of.
Black people like salt. White people don't put salt in their food.
Exactly.
White people can't cook. We can cook.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? So yeah. So you know, thing is, the Most High made it to where one nation will serve the other. All right, and yeah, actually that is in there. Okay. All right. Any more questions?
And albinos are not white people, right?
No. It's a skin disease. It's a curse from the Most High.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Being albino is a skin disease. Leprosy and all that, skin disease. All right. You see what I'm saying? It's a curse. Like same thing with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson had, fairly black skin, but something went wrong. Well, because it was a surgery or something, right? It was a surgery. Well, yeah, whatever happened to him. Whatever happened to him to where his skin was once black.
Yeah.
And now it turned to like white or something like that. That was a curse from the Most High. That can happen to anybody. Go ahead.
It's like so it's the same thing that's going on with Sammy Sosa.
Come.
No, man.
That nigga definitely is cursed though.
Yeah, but he
that's definitely a curse. And how that happens is based on what you do in your past life.
Right.
Okay. Like it can happen based on your past life. Like if a person is blind, handicapped, that could be a curse from the Most High. See what I'm saying? The leprosy, being albino and all that. You see what I'm saying? Even coming out the womb dead. That's one hell of a thing to hear about. You see what I'm saying? Coming out the womb dead, coming out not be able to walk, talk, see, not hear anything. You see what I'm saying? Breathe properly. All that can happen.
Right.
All right. That's curses from the Most High. Go. Anything else?
I just want to add something. You know, one thing about you guys though, you guys are aware of what's going on around you as far as like the plots and the schemes that are being played on Black people. Right, you guys are aware of that, and that's why I'm up here talking to you guys and listening to you, because it's not many brothers out here like that, and you guys are needed and keep speaking like that. But you guys are very aware of that.
And the reason why is because they don't know the correct order and structure of the Bible. That's why. See what I'm saying? The scripture says to be a watchman.
Right.
And that's what we have to do. We have to watch and look out for these things. And also we have prophets to forewarn us, just like Jeremiah warned us not to do the customs of Nimrod, which is later to be known as Christmas.
Right.
In modern day slavery in America. All right? Go ahead.
I would say, isn't a scripture on that? Scripture about what you basically already said, the watchman, but it was another scripture on that though. I can't.
Okay, you have to paraphrase it for me, all right? And no one should be standing unless you're stretching out or something, all right? No sweat, all right? If need a few minutes to stretch and just, I know these damn hardwood, no sweat. Go ahead.
The scripture is that we supposed to basically be watchmen, watch.
It's already said, just be watching. Go ahead,
Rachel had the kids by Isaac, right?
Rebecca. No, not Rachel.
Or Rebecca, right? Yeah,
right. Rachel was Jacob's Jacob's wife.
The one that had the twins, the two nations.
Rebecca.
Oh, okay.
All right, that's it. All right, I'm just cut you off for a second so I get into this topic, all right? I don't have too much time. I got a little bit under, about 30 minutes, all right? This class is over at 3:30. Make sure someone watches over the time. Did anybody complete that order I gave out? You don't have it?
Don't have it.
Oh, it's not so. You don't have it? All right. Don't worry about it. He can wait. Don't sweat, all right? What? Okay, don't worry about it. I got it somewhere. I just want to focus on this, all right? Go ahead and get Ecclesiastes 4:1, all right? 1 second. By the way, anytime y'all come to class, please be prepared with a pencil or some type of paper. I prefer a precept book or otherwise a separate book to where you can, finalize your precepts until your precept book. You know what I mean? You want to make sure your precept book is nice and clean with clean cut breakdowns. All right, because you have to teach, you have to cut a few people. All right, so this topic is a little bit about oppression. All right, as far as Israel. Okay, all right. Ecclesiastes 4:1. Yeah, go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 1. So I returned and consider all the oppressions that are done under the sun.
So before I start this, I'm just make this known. So for the past, all my years have been in the U.P.K. You see what I'm saying, and seeing what these men in the U.P.K. have been speaking about as far as the oppression, and a burden of watching your people suffer the way that they do in these days and times. See what I'm saying? Like we all recognize and see that there is something horrible happening to our people. And it's been like this for a long time. We always, look down and never really look up to see what is the solution to our problems. We think it is solution. We think it's other guys. We think it's, drugs. There's not any drug that you can take to help you not remember your oppression. See what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do as far as wickedness to help with your oppression. You have to put in some work. And the work is going to be uncomfortable, frustrating, and hard sometimes. But that's just the battle. See what I'm saying? You know, it makes sense for us in the UPK. We are working overtime all the time, 24/7, nonstop. We don't sleep. We don't close on any goddamn Sundays or Mondays. See what I'm saying? We are open all the time to give you this knowledge, to help you, to help our people. Answering calls 4 or 5 in the morning when we're asleep, dead tired from putting in the work of the Lord. See what I'm saying? And our job is to help our nation. I mean, you know, I don't mind dedicating my whole entire life to end this so we can have the kingdom forever. Because this is a temporary thing. See what I'm saying? This is not a forever thing. So why not take all my years of my life that I have put on this earth to, you know, get my people, you know, correct, get my people in order so we can have the kingdom forever. We can reign over this earth forever. It may sound like a lot. It might take years. It's been taking nothing but years, time. And whenever the Most High sees fit for us to get back to him and to establish, to reign over this earth, it's going to be forever. We will never have to serve these other nations anymore after this. And these are words coming out of the mouth of our Father, our God, the Most High. As you may know, Yahweh. That is the truth. Right now, we have a lot of work to do in Minnesota. We have a lot of work to do in other states and places. That's why it's very important to stay focused, to remain disciplined, and to listen so we can take care of us, our nation, our family. There's no individuals in here. You want to take account of everybody's life that is an Israelite. That's the whole purpose of rank. Officers of 50, 500, 1,000, 5,000, those are the families that you are over. And the more and more work that you put in, you take on more responsibility to take care of more and more families. Same thing with the captains and generals, man. And that's important of it. Go ahead and get that. Listen to what King Solomon said when he came back from this place.
And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter.
Stop right there. King Solomon, once he came back from his adventure from this place, he said, man, so when I returned, I seen something. I seen what?
And behold, tears such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter.
I seen the tears of those that were oppressed. My people who are suffering in poverty, who are always getting beaten down by the white man. Sisters who are constantly under a lot of oppression, a lot of pressure. You see what I'm saying? Because the white man really knows how to get you know, a woman, how to really, you know, conquer her spirit with the things that she loves. Same thing with a man. But sisters, you know, sisters have to learn that they have a fight too, that they can't always expect their men to always fight every single battle. But sisters need help because in the scriptures, they are a weaker vessel. So they need a little bit more work. And you know, it's good for a sister, you know, a purpose of sisters is to be a helpmeet, right?
Right.
But also a man officer, a woman, a lot of things, which is what? Guidance and security protection. You see what I'm saying? Children. All these things a man offers a woman.
Right.
See what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's tit for tat, but that's just the life that a man and woman has. And, you know, long story short, King Solomon seen these tears of his people that were oppressed. See what I'm saying? The lack of financial help to feed their families. So now they got to go out and sell drugs to provide and keep the home that they are living in. But at the same time, with the thought back in her head, like, next time I leave out this house, I might not see my family or children anymore.
Right.
That's the burden that they have to live with. That's the fear that they have to, you know, always wear with them.
Right.
When they go out that door.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and
Make
they
sure
had
you
no
use your finger,
comforter.
Rob. Make sure you use your finger. Say it one more time.
And behold, the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter.
And they had no comforter. In the process of us being enslaved, being beaten, being, deceived by this white man, no one's out there to comfort us, to help us in our distress. Nobody. See what I'm saying? The Most High is definitely there to help us, but what's going on? We haven't called on him for his help. As far as like, we haven't kept the law. See what I'm saying? We haven't kept the law. We haven't listened to him or his prophets. See what I'm saying? So they are out here on their own. But who they have listened to is these Christian pastors who cannot help them. They are no comfort. They are no help. They are destroying and adding on to your oppression. And even these Christians are oppressed themselves, because rich black people or rich Christians go through a lot of racism, a lot of hell too. But they don't really realize it though. They don't see the pain and suffering that they people going into. See what I'm saying? Right. Keep going.
And on the side of their oppressors, there was power.
On the side of the oppressors, there were power. Who has the power in the earth right now? Who has the authority over Israel? Go ahead.
The white man.
The white man, there you go. He is the one that's oppressing us in 2017. See what I'm saying? He's the one that has the power to do whatever he wants with you. See what I'm saying?
Right.
He has misused and abused a lot of Black, Hispanic, Native American people in this earth, and he thinks nothing bad or terrible of it, because he is a selfless beast. He is one that has no compassion or no morality at all. See what I'm saying? That white man is not a goddamn human. He is a goddamn evil beast. Somebody who don't give a damn about anything. In his mind, he thinks it's okay to do what he does to us right now in this earth. Because, I mean, when's the last time a white man has been penalized for what he does to Black people? And don't, please don't say nothing about the jail or anything like that, because that's not a punishment. That's just a slap on the wrist. Has anybody, seen a white man been punished for what he has done to us and what he still continues to do, even at this second and moment?
No.
There we go.
You got to remember too, throughout the country, there's lynchings and stuff. A lot of the time at the lynchings, it would be the judge, the district attorney, the police would be right there at the lynching, watching the lynching. Yeah,
there you go. And I have considered that.
Yeah.
And King Solomon also considered that as well.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I'm talking about all the evil that they have done. See what I'm saying? I mean, all your KKK members is your whole entire government. Mr. Johnson, next door neighbor, that's the KKK member in your city, in your town. Right. See what I'm saying? Right. The employees that you work with in suit and tie, that's the KKK members, man. Right. Oh. These are all the white people, man, that do not love you. See what I'm saying? Only using you to better their empire. See what I'm saying? Like, okay, without us, America would be nothing. Same thing with Egypt. Pharaoh needed us. He was trying to take hold of us for a long, long time. But Moses fought. And the Most High seen the battle between Moses and Pharaoh. And the Most High was the one who hardened Pharaoh's heart to see what Moses was made of. To see, was he going to get his people out of this situation, this condition? And Moses fought a good fight because he got his people out of there. All right, go ahead.
You rightly just said, without us, there would be nothing. There's no America without the 300 years of enslavement of Black people. The Native Americans tell Black people that too.
Damn right, because it's the truth.
Women, you guys should get paid, because without your enslavement, there's no America. But the only difference between us and them, they fought them. We didn't fight them. Right? We didn't fight them.
What do you mean?
They fought. They tried to kill the white man to get what they have now. They would have just. This is history, and I'll tell you that, but it's history.
Okay, one second. When you say they, who are they?
The Native Americans.
Okay, sounds better.
They fought the white man, to get to reservations. We didn't fight them. We took what they said at face value, that they was gonna look out for us.
Well,
And we didn't get that. That's fact.
Not really. I would have to say that your fact is really invalid because of this. Because Black people have tried everything in their power to fight for their morality, to fight for something to show that they are a people who should not deserve to be enslaved. We have done a lot, and we are still fighting. See what I'm saying? Right now, the I.S.U.P.K is fighting for those who do not know how to fight correctly for themselves.
True. That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. Right.
Now that's a fact.
That's a fact. Yeah.
And that's a very true fact. That's very valid. So Black people have fought as well as Native Americans have fought as well. See what I'm saying? We are, like, right now, we're working. What we're doing right now, we're working to fight to wake brothers up like yourself.
Right.
You know what I mean? To cast off the works of darkness.
Right.
See what I'm saying? To come into the spirit of the Most High. Right. So we can wake up brothers and sisters who do not understand the conversation that we are having today. Go ahead.
And, bro, one thing you said, like, they fought for reservations. Ain't nothing good come out of nothing good comes out of a reservation.
There you go.
That's just another name for a project, bro.
There you go, big man. There you go. That's true. And go. You want to say something else?
Yeah. And like anything a white man give you, nothing good is gonna come out of it. You know what I'm saying?
And that's Ecclesiastes 7:7. There you go. Go ahead.
Gift to destroy the heart.
A gift to destroy the heart. Give him, man. There you go. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Also, I do want you to get that because I have something in there that titles back into this topic. Now, in another thing with the reservations, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Do you know the amount of molestation and rape amongst the Native Americans on every reservation?
No, I don't know.
The amount of suicide and drug addiction. So they fought for that.
Well, they have land, though. They have land.
But the land doesn't give them anything. When I say anything, it doesn't give them any resources as far as food and shelter. It's a dead zone. And even one second. Even when you do the history of the white man giving the Native Americans this reservation and stuff like that, they gave them the ones that they did not want. Ones that did not, do any good for them. You see what I'm saying? The white man took the ones where it was flourishing with milk and honey. You see what I'm saying? Ones that where, it was like, dang, I can take this land right here that is going to feed my family, where I can build something and take all this money, take a portion of this money and build over here. But don't mess with the north side. North side, nothing's good coming out of here. But let's go to Coon Rapids though. Coon Rapids, that's the land. That's the reservation I want to go to because that has a whole bunch of lakes. It has a whole bunch of resources where I can plant my food. You see what I'm saying? Feed my family. I can build. You see what I'm saying? I can make a big fence to protect my cattle, which is also my other financial resource as well. See what I'm saying? I can build a couple of jobs right here. You know what I mean? I can build electricity through here, water pipes. I can do all these things. But over here, north side of Minneapolis, no. It's a bunch of roaches. It's a bunch of mice, bed bugs. You see what I'm saying? I can't do anything with that. It's going to eat up all my food. You see what I'm saying? All the grounds is all tore up and messed up. And all the people here just want to kill each other. So let's put the Native Americans over here. Let's put Black people over here. You see what I'm saying? Let's make sure that the cost of living is ridiculous. Let's do that in north side. You see what I'm saying? Let's make sure that there's barely any jobs and that you got to go way far out to get a job. That's going to, fend for your family and yourself. Let's do that. That's reservation. Let's make sure niggas kill themselves all the way over here. Make sure it doesn't make a trail to Coon Rapids. Keep niggas out of this place right here. And we'll be good. And the white man has gave us something, and we took it from the white man. And when I say that, meaning whatever he gave us, we took it. And because of that, we are destroyed to this day. And that's the curses that we still live in till this day. See what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you listen and serve the Most High, you won't be living through the curses like them, man. The Most High will bless you.
Right.
He will bless the hell out of you, your family, and your nation, man. See what I'm saying? But we have to work. We have a lot of work to do, nonstop, so we can get our people to realize the same thing, that we are in this curse, and we can lift these curses once we serve him and get back to what he told us to do. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, the amount of money that, let's say, Black America brings in, I was reading somewhere, they said that if it was a nation, that it'd be the 11th wealthiest nation. Our income that we take in, it would be the 11th wealthiest nation.
You said 11th?
The 11th, yes, in the world. The amount of money that we have, if we was just to bring it all together and calculate it up, it will be the 11th richest nation. But the only problem with us as Black people, we spend money on frivolous stuff that doesn't really mean nothing, instead of investing in business,
right,
and spending it within our community so the dollars could circulate it around. So I think that's kind of where in 2017, going to 2018, we need to get at as people, is start having businesses so we could be better economically. Because one of the way you subjugate a people is to keep them broke. There's no coincidence why Black people don't have money right now in this country, and we're actually getting poorer and poorer in this country.
I'm gonna tell you something. You said something very important that I want to touch on. Go ahead. Just give me a second to get back to you. Go ahead.
But that's a curse on us too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we accumulate money, but we're gonna be in want for all things. Like we in want for everything. You know what I'm saying? We don't own shit. You know what I'm saying? So all our money, no matter how much money we making, we still giving it out because we don't have shit.
Right.
Like you said.
So
we need clothes, we need everything, you know.
Now let me say this. I mean, there's money in the hood. Believe it or not. What is like? I mean, what am I talking about? Like, how's there money in the hood? Go ahead.
It's money in the hood because, I mean, you got drugs.
Okay.
Drug money. You got brothers that sell the drugs. You got brothers that are buying the drugs.
Okay.
All of that money.
Okay. Where else?
You said where else?
Where else in the hood is there money just flourishing all over the goddamn earth?
The damn Christian church.
There you go. Get on there. There you go. See, the only reason why we're living the way that we're living in the hood is because, first of all, you know, we were put under a people, a nation that is ruling over us, and that's a punishment. You know what I'm saying? But even in our punishment, we can still come together as Black people and come out of that punishment so we can, you know, make money with each other in a righteous way.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, you're not building up a brother. You're not putting him on to anything when you have him go sell drugs for everybody. It's like, nigga, like, have you not learned already in this oppression? Have I not killed you enough? Have I not had you set up enough for you to continue in sin? It's like Proverbs 1:22.
Right.
How long would you love simplicity? Ye simple ones. It doesn't make sense. See what I'm saying? How long will you continue to go to church when I'm exposing these churches to you?
Right.
Okay, well, this church is bad, so let's go to Auntie Jenkins' church. You go here. Ooh, they're touching on boys. No, we don't believe in that. So let's go over here. You see what I'm saying? Let's go over here, and damn, I'm broke every time. I can't pay the rent. But every time I ask, it's a problem. They got to pay for the lights in this mega church that takes up 2 damn blocks across the street. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're going back and forth. You're going back and forth, and you're in a mind state of insanity. All right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You think something's going to come out different out of this situation. There's no goddamn resilience in this situation. There's no better outcome of you being in wickedness. So, you know, we got to change something. You have to get back to what's going to help us. Let's put our money together, but let's do it in order, not out of order.
Right.
We're dying out here.
Right.
We're being sucked dry by Dracula, the white man, all right, with these churches. He got some of our people deceived so they can continue to deceive us. See what I'm saying? And these pastors, man, these people who put on a Black face in our neighborhoods, they are even coming out. Okay, they are so loose with their wickedness that niggas don't even see it. Kurt Franklin, is that his name? That gay ass pastor? Kurt Franklin said somewhere where you know, Jesus Christ is not real. See what I'm saying? I don't believe in Jesus Christ, but niggas still going to his church. Who else? Eddie Long and them, man. Go ahead.
How is Jesus gonna take the will if you don't believe in Jesus?
Exactly. Exactly. Like I mean, like you teaching about Christ, you teaching about the Most High, but you don't believe in Him. Y'all niggas still follow Him. Y'all dancing around. Got the Holy Ghost. We got a bunch of demons. You see what I'm saying? Not one. We talking about a lot of demons. You see what I'm saying? Jumping around, touching on each other, worship. Let's not go over our problems. Let's forget about our oppression. And let's just have fun in our flesh. See what I'm saying?
Right.
That's the problem. We are too affiliated with how we feel. See what I'm saying? Ooh, I felt that. Ooh, he brought that out. It's just nice.
Right.
All he said was hallelujah. God damn, that's the word?
Right.
No. All he said was hallelujah. And then close your books. Let's get into worship. Let's worship the God of Satan. Let's do that. Because the Most High doesn't dwell in churches, man. That's Acts. He does not dwell in churches, man. There's no truth in there. See what I'm saying? If the truth was in the churches, why is niggas getting shot up? Why is white boys allowed to even step foot inside a black church and shoot up 9 people? How is these churches, how are you allowing these churches to get blown up? See what I'm saying? And killing children and shit. How is that possible? Something is wrong. The Most High does not dwell in these churches.
Right.
Nobody could bring a damn bomb into the U.P.K. without us doing something about it first. That's why we have protocol. We're checking everybody's everything. You see what I'm saying? We are checking to see if you are a threat.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's why we have protocols. Go ahead.
Now when you search me, you was checking number one for a weapon first, huh?
What
or
else?
Whatever.
Right.
But a wire too, though, right?
Huh?
But a wire too, most definitely.
Anything that could endanger us.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Right.
See what I'm saying? Like, you know, we don't need your damn bombs, all right?
Right.
Let the white men and them get bombed up, all right? Not us, because we're doing something for the Lord.
Yes.
All right?
What's up?
You know, I mean, ain't nobody finna come up here with no damn bomb or weapon and think that they're gonna kill anything.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the first one to be killed.
I like
All right?
that.
And we will be the ones that would not go to jail, and we will walk away free because we were defending ourselves, because we were on guard. We were watching. See what I'm saying? We got a few minutes left. Let's keep going.
But they had no comforter. Verse 2, wherefore I praise the dead, which are already dead.
No, stop right there. Actually, get Deuteronomy 26 and 7. You know, if this whole topic's not finished up, I'll give this this whole breakdown to y'all. All right. All right. And if y'all want me to, I can finish it another time. Go ahead.
Was that last scripture? Oh no, never mind.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said 26 on
26 and 7. All right.
Come.
Hey, is anybody in this room after this?
I don't know.
Okay, I might just go over just a little bit, not too much. All right, and then we'll get the hell out of here. All right, go ahead.
Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And when we cried unto the Lord God our fathers, the Lord heard our voice and looked on our affliction.
So the Most High saw that we were crying out to Him, and He looked at the pain and suffering that we were going through. You see what I'm saying? He's seen that, like, damn, you know, she's about to board all her babies. She is about to get stabbed up because she wants to sling her body around to every man. See what I'm saying? That young man right there, he is going to be set up and killed when he hits the age of 18. He's not going to make it to 21 because he wants to sell drugs. Man, that's terrible. That's horrible. See what I'm saying? When all these things happen, we want to call on the Most High. But the lesson should be learned that we should have listened to the Most High from the beginning, because things could get bloody very quickly. Bad shit can happen very quickly.
Right.
From generation to generation. You see what I'm saying? You know, all the suicide and a heroin epidemic in the Native community. See what I'm saying? You know, all the child molestation and all the rape in these places, man. Christian church. The Most High season is looking at all of this. And he's looking at it like, you know, I told y'all. Now you want to cry and ask to come back home. When I told you what the hell you should have been doing in the first place, listening to me. I'm your goddamn parent. See what I'm saying? But we want to do our own things. We want to please our flesh more than we want to please our God. Our flesh became our God. See what I'm saying? We don't give a damn about what the Most High says, so we listen to the demon that is in our ear constantly. That's what we want to do. Keep going.
And look,
actually, read from the top. So
Deuteronomy chapter 26, verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And when we cried unto the Lord our God of our fathers, the Lord heard our voice.
So when we cried out to the Most High finally heard us. You see what I'm saying? And how he heard us is because we decided to take account that it's time to get back to the Most High. It's time to keep the law. Because the Most High does not, you know, listen to sinners. So that means that these people, man, they're trying to keep the law, man. They're really trying to, you know, get the Most High's attention. So they're doing everything in their power to stop this suffering. The Most High, he's seeing these things. And he's about to do something about it. The Most High is currently doing something about it right now. See what I'm saying? But these things that are happening must come to pass. There's from this day forward, there's going to be a lot more things that Black people is going to go through before Christ actually comes down here and handles the rest, and to where we can finally be back home and we can be in heaven, the condition of heaven. Make sense? The condition of heaven, kingdom, where there's no more sin in the earth, where there's no more, any more unjustly killings. Where the next time a white man even dares to even breathe on a sister or a brother, his head's going to be chopped off and cut off. There's consequences to that. See what I'm saying?
What's that?
What, say it again?
Most definitely. You pointed to
Most definitely. You're damn right.
Yes.
Because right now, as a Zephaniah, Zephaniah 11:5, he's not held accountable. And he holds himself not guilty. The white man. See what I'm saying? He don't hold himself guilty. He don't get penalized. But the Most High is talking to us right now. He's telling us, with all these murderings and killings and you calling on me, it's time to change things. And it's time for you to get back in order. Otherwise, this is going to continue to happen. The Most High is look, we're waiting on the Most High, but the Most High is waiting on us to get our shit together. Like when it's about like the Most High is so he's so powerful to the point where, the day of us being with him is already here. Understand what I'm just saying? This day has already happened. We're just living it. He already lived this day. He already seen this day. But there's a day that he already seen where we are no longer living in this condition today.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because one day to him is like 1,000 years. One day is like a whole goddamn year. Man, you taking all year, man. God damn, you still in the bathroom? God damn, man, come on, get out, man. See what I'm saying? One day is like 1,000 years to the Most High. And that's in the Bible. See what I'm saying? Keep going on that.
And looked on our afflictions.
And he looked on our pain. Keep going.
And our laborers and our oppressions.
And our laborers, our workers, and our oppression. That it?
Yeah, unless you want to go to 8.
So I said everything I could say on that. Job 35:9. All right. Let's listen to what Job had to say about the children of Israel. and the things that's going on in their hell and their suffering. All right. Yep, Job 35:9. Make sure everybody got that. You got it?
No.
No sweat. Take your time. All right. So, any questions in the middle of the topic? Don't make it no damn questions. Ask some real questions. Anybody? Y'all just listening? All right, sounds good. As long as y'all ain't sleep. All right. Job 35:9. Job is the Old Testament. Right?
Yeah.
You got it? Okay. You gotta be a little fast and swift with that. Right. So yeah, all right. So Job 35:9. Then we're gonna head over to verse 14. Okay. All right. For black people, we must stick together. When we're separated, all hell breaks loose. When we are together, we are a stronger people in every way possible. Go ahead.
There was a question that why do we gotta get punished for everybody else?
Oh, that's very simple. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, because the Most High doesn't look at his people as individuals. Because I always say this, the Most High, seeing that some of us was sinning, some of us was breaking his law, statutes, and commandments, which he has gave us alone. But some of us was not, abiding by the rules that he had set up for us. So he was like, so this is how it's going to be. Some of y'all, okay, look, okay, so if y'all don't want to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, I'm not going to put 1, 2, 3 into slavery. I'm going to put all 10 of y'all niggas in slavery. But y'all don't want to listen. This is going to be a lesson learned. Like, for example, another thing. When you get in trouble by your parents, and the parent asks you, who did this? Who wrote on the walls, man? Who spilled some goddamn Kool-Aid on my brand new white bleached couch? Who? This red ass stain in the middle of my couch. Who did it? Raekwon sitting over there thinking damn, I did it. But if I tell her, I'm gonna get my ass whooped. See what I'm saying? But you got little Rico over there, like, Ma, I didn't do that. Dad, I didn't do that. You see what I'm saying? You got Ricky over there, I didn't do it either. See what I'm saying? So everybody's quiet. If one of y'all don't tell me who did this, I'm whooping all y'all right now. That's how the Most High does it. I'm punishing all y'all. All right? Because somebody has to be responsible for this. But the thing is, there's no individuals, man. It's a whole nation. When anytime we went to war, we wasn't attacking individuals, we were attacking a nation. Mm-hmm. See what I'm saying? Same scenario. You see what I'm saying? Even the white man's attitude towards black people is always the same. You know what I mean? I just don't hate a few of y'all. I hate all y'all. What did Nixon say with the whole war on drugs in the 60s and 70s? He said this on live TV. We have an enemy. Who is his enemy? Huh?
Black people.
There you go. It was somebody else, but I forget. But I remember the black people part. Black people are our enemy. You see what I'm saying? What did niggas do to you? We didn't do nothing to y'all. You see what I'm saying? We didn't do a goddamn thing to any of y'all. But the thing is, they don't look at us as individuals. It's the whole entire nation, all right? Oh, they finna get in here. Go ahead. Ask your question. Just ask your question.
Didn't Hillary say that black people were super predators?
Hey, you said who now?
Hillary,
yeah, back in 2001 or 2002. She even posted it on Twitter when Twitter wasn't that, popular. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? You got all your entertainers who said the same thing about us too. All those white ones, all right? So we're gonna close class a little short. We went over too much of the time. All right. If you have any questions, continue to comment and I will get back to you on those questions. All right. Until then, check us out next Saturday. All right. At the Central Library, room 4, was it 302 or 304? All right. We'll answer any questions and concerns that you have. With that being said, shalom.